Hello friends, thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be doing an ethereal spring makeup look. I was inspired by Wolfie Cindy on Instagram, this makeup look that they did. I don't know if they did it or like if a makeup artist did it on them, but I was inspired by this look and I want to do something similar, not an exact recreation. I'm actually going to start with my face makeup today because I'm going to be doing a very blown out, very like sparkly kind of eye look that's going to go up into this area. So I'm gonna take my Impossible primer from Wet n Wild and focus that in the T-zone. I'm also going to use my setting spray as a primer as well. So this is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip. I'm going to be spot correcting, covering up this hyperpigmentation with the REM Beauty concealer. I wanted something more breathable and lighter coverage, a bit more flexible than like the REM Beauty concealer or the Janessa Myricks foundation. So I'm going to be going in with the It Cosmetics CC Plus Nude Glow, and I use the shade Medium. So first I'll just take a little bit and spread it across. I do this with basically any kind of foundation. I will just spread it across my face first and let the product acclimate to the warmth of my skin before I go in with my sponge, my Cookies and Dream sponge from e.l.f. So as you can tell, compared to when I wear the Janessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, this one, you can still see some of those spots. Like I could have gone in with a bit more of that REM Beauty concealer, but for this type of look, like I honestly don't mind it. I'm gonna be going outside in a little bit anyway, so like I'm gonna start sweating and everything, and this particular foundation tinted moisturizer works really well when you're outside just because it is so lightweight and breathable. I am concealing using the LYS Triple Fix Concealer in the shade MG2. You guys, I cannot stop using this concealer, partly because I had to throw out my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer that was one of my Project Pan products, but it went bad before I could finish it and I just had like the tiniest bit left. But when I was trying to use that product, like it had separated and there were like little like orange like oily swirls in it, so I was like, I didn't want to take the chance, but I almost finished it and I absolutely would repurchase that concealer, but I am determined to go through this one. I've been using it non-stop, so like the difference is actually insane between this side and then you can still see a little bit of my darkness underneath. Crazy. And I do feel like I need a little bit more in the center of my face just to even out the brightness. A little bit here. Also, if I seem like a bit more slow or zenned out, it's because I am. I had a massage this morning, and if you have never had a massage before, I highly recommend it. It's been the best investment into my energy and my aura and my mental health, and especially if you can find a massage therapist that does energy healing like Reiki, something like that, as part of their practice. It's great. Like I always feel super calm, reset, super happy, but way more grounded and mellow than I normally am. So right now I feel like I could honestly just take a nap outside, which is I think what I'm gonna do after this. But yeah, I'm just not feeling like as like bling as I usually do. And I'm taking a little bit of my translucent Ultimate Setting Powder from One Size. I featured this in my most recent short. It's also on my Instagram if you want to go check it out, if you want to keep up with me on Instagram. It's always in the description down below. But the Sephora spring sale is coming up, so I did like a little short with all of my recommendations, and this powder had to be in there. I can't stop using this. I have not touched another powder since I got this. Priming with the Milani eyeshadow primer, you already know. Before we get into eyeshadow, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how smooth and dewy and natural the base is looking right now. I shaved my face a little bit earlier, so it just makes like everything apply way smoother. There's no like hairs and like extra like crust sitting on my skin. But now onto eyeshadow. I'm going to be going into my favorite eyeshadow palette, and this is the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism. I've talked about this before on my channel. This was my #1 eyeshadow palette of 2022. First, I'm going to take this fluffy eye blender from e.l.f. and I'm going to go into the shade Cherry Blossom right here, and I'm going to diffuse this basically over my entire eye. It's such a pretty pink color. I'm gonna take the same fluffy eye blender, and now I'm gonna go into Vibes. I'm gonna concentrate this color more on the outer part of my eye. I'm really gonna smoke this out in this direction towards my temple. And I am going to dab in more into the Cherry Blossom shade, mix it in with Vibes, and literally go onto my temple. That is really beautiful. I honestly would just wear the eyeshadow just like this and a little bit of mascara and call it a day. But I do want to go in with some sparkle. We have a lot of options. Of course, I could use one of these beautiful shimmer shades. But I also do have this Diamond Days liquid eyeshadow in the shade Stardom. This is by Moira Cosmetics. That is really fun. I also have two Super Shock eyeshadows. This first one is Frog. So this one right here is Frog by Colourpop. Also very fairy-like, very ethereal. And I swatched a couple of the shimmers from the Nude Prism palette, but I am leaning towards more this Moira Diamond Days liquid eyeshadow. I find that working with synthetic brushes when it comes to liquid eyeshadows like this makes them way easier to apply. I didn't want to go in directly with the applicator because that would have been too pigmented, so I was trying to sheer it out by taking it in with the brush, but the brush is not able to pick up. And now I have like little glitters all over my face. Okay. Let's try this again, but take the shade Frog with that e.l.f. fluffy synthetic brush, because I am familiar with this formula, so I know it's going to pick up on the brush well. Okay, yeah, so that works. So basically, I'm taking that Frog shade and I am putting it everywhere that I put down those first two eyeshadows. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it gives a really pretty, very light kind of glimmer. And I literally have like flecks of glitter all over my face, but I guess that comes with the territory. I also have this highlighter from Kaleidos, this Star Surfer highlighter. Honestly, I had really high hopes for these highlighters. They're just a bit too like dry for the face. I am still going to use this on my face, but I'm going to go ahead and take this on my finger and put it in the inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like we need just a little bit more drama, so I'm gonna go in to this So Icy shade. And why not? I'll take the same e.l.f. brush and I'm going to put this on the brow bone. Ooh, that's what that needed. Okay, to finish off the eyes, I'm going to put this Extreme Lasting eye pencil from Essence in the shade Silky Nude in my waterline. And for the lower lash line on an LBE 6, this is from Lunar Beauty, I'm going back into that Cherry Blossom shade and packing that underneath our eye. I'm going to be going in with the Lash Blowout Mascara from It Cosmetics. If I had a brown mascara, I honestly would use that over this one. I just don't have any brown mascaras. But if you're interested in recreating this look or doing a look like this, I think it would be really fun using a colored mascara like brown or blue or maroon would look really cool with the pink tones as well. Okay, I'm gonna hop off camera and catch this eye up and I'll be right back. And these are the eyes all finished. I went ahead and put my Kosas tinted brow gel through my eyebrows. You guys know I don't really do much, so I went ahead and did that off camera. So this is what they look like. On this side, I opted out of using that Moira eyeshadow. It just was not working with that brush. I'm going to do the tiniest bit of contouring with this cream contour in the She's Sculpted duo from Patrick Ta. And I'm using a Lunar Beauty LBF 3. And I did say I was going to update you guys on Lunar Beauty brushes. I got the face set. I believe it's like $65. The deal is amazing. I feel like Lunar Beauty, they're always at a really good price point. However, I will say about these brushes, I feel like they soak up a lot of the product compared to like my e.l.f. brushes or my It Cosmetics brushes. So would I necessarily recommend these? No, these are not bad brushes by any means. Like, I haven't had any problem with it shedding, like anything coming loose from the ferrule. I like the sizes of all the brushes. Like I said, if you do get this set, it's a really good deal. I just feel like they're a bit too loose. Like, I wish a lot of the brushes were like more densely packed, and I feel like they do soak up a lot of product, so I find myself dipping back into my products way more than if I was using like this e.l.f. complexion duo, or I have the It Cosmetics duo. This is my favorite brush of all time. If you didn't know, this Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7 brush from It Cosmetics. It's the best brush ever. I've had this for like 6 or 7 years. Okay, now that we have a little bit of dimension on the face, I want to try the Star Surfer in the way it's intended to be used as a highlight. And this one has a more pinky tone, which I feel like goes very well with our eyes. Honestly, only using this highlighter for the effect and for the color, but I would not recommend this formula. Okay, now for blush. I want to use these Cosmetics So Soft blush sticks again. I'm gonna take that It Cosmetics brush I was just telling you about, and I like to apply blush sticks directly onto the brush and then onto my face. Kind of forgot that these are a little pigmented. but these are super thin, super smooth. That definitely works with the pinks that I got going on. I'm going to blend the blush high up into this eyeshadow. That's pretty. I'm also going to take, with nothing extra on my brush, I've been doing this like almost every day, is I love to apply the blush that I wear on my cheeks onto the forehead. I feel like adds a little bit of warmth and also really ties in the look. I'm obsessed. I think it looks so freaking pretty. I forgot I had this AOA Studio Dewy highlighter. This is in the shade Wink, and this is a really interesting kind of duochrome, very similar to that Moira, this there right there, that Moira liquid eyeshadow. I'm gonna add just the tiniest little bit, oh, so pretty, right here. Ooh, that's really cool. Ooh! You know, when like you really love a makeup look, it just makes you so excited. That is what I'm feeling right now. I'm going to top everything off with the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip setting spray. I'm thinking it would be cool to go in with the blush in Chiffon as our lip color. Okay, so I have swatched our lip options. So starting with the lip liners, this first one is the NYX Line Loud pencil in Global Citizen. So there's Global Citizen. The next is NYX Suede Matte lip pencil in Mason. And then lastly, we have M Cosmetics Mink. Here is the Chiffon blush swatched again, and then this is the tinted lip oil from Rare Beauty in Hope. I'm kind of feeling going in with the NYX lip pencil with Chiffon. I feel like Hope pulls a little bit more red than I'm wanting for this look, so let's try that combination. So again, this is the NYX Line Loud pencil in Global Citizen. This is a drugstore dupe for About Face's Cradled, like very similar color, and the formula is like spot on. And then I'm gonna dab just straight from the stick a little bit of Chiffon. Okay, I got my handy dandy AF94 Give 'Em Lip clear lip gloss in Do You See It? Okay, guys, I'm obsessed, to say the least. I'm obsessed. I'm not gonna take my hair down because it's gonna look like really poofy and crazy, so just accept. What do you guys think? This is the final look of our spring ethereal makeup. This was so much fun. I definitely think we need to create more colorful, sparkly looks like these. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. You already know the drill. I'm sending you guys so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!